Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English learning channel. Today we're diving into one of the most fundamental building blocks of the English language, nouns. If you've ever felt confused about grammar, starting with nouns is the best way to build a strong foundation. Mastering them will help you create clearer, more powerful sentences. So, are you ready? Let's get started. First things first, what exactly is a noun? Simply put, a noun is a word that names something. It can be a person, a place, a thing, or even an idea. Let's break that down with some examples. For a person, we have words like teacher, girl, or a specific name like John. For a place, you could say school, Myanmar, or park. For things, we have words like book, phone, or chair. And for ideas, which are a bit more abstract, we have words like love, happiness, and freedom. So, if a word is used to name any of these four categories, you can be sure it's a noun. It's that simple. Now that we know what a noun is, let's explore the different types of nouns. There are quite a few, but we'll focus on the most important ones today, going step by step. First up, we have common nouns. A common noun is a general, non-specific name for a person, place, or thing. Think of words like boy, city, teacher, or car. These words refer to a general category, not a specific individual one. A key rule to remember is that common nouns do not start with a capital letter, unless they are at the beginning of a sentence. On the other hand, we have proper nouns. A proper noun is the special, specific name of a particular person, place, or thing. So, instead of boy, we have John. Instead of city, we have Yangon. Instead of just company, we have Google. And even days of the week, like Monday, are proper nouns. The most important rule for proper nouns is that they always begin with a capital letter, no matter where they appear in a sentence. This capitalization is a huge clue that you're looking at a proper noun. Next, let's talk about countable and uncountable nouns. This distinction is super important for sentence structure. Countable nouns are, as the name suggests, nouns that you can count. You can put a number in front of them: 1 apple, 2 books, 3 students. Countable nouns have both a singular form, like chair, and a plural form, like chairs. Then we have uncountable nouns. These are nouns that you can't count individually. You wouldn't say 1 water or 2 rices. Examples include water, rice, sugar, information, and money. While you can't count them directly, you can measure them using other words. For instance, you can say some water, a cup of tea, or a piece of information. Uncountable nouns usually don't have a plural form. Let's move on to concrete and abstract nouns. This pair is all about whether you can experience the noun with your 5 senses. A concrete noun is something you can see, touch, hear, smell, or taste. They are physical things that exist in the real world. Examples are dog, table, music, perfume, and cake. You can physically interact with these things. In contrast, an abstract noun names something you cannot perceive with your senses. You can't touch or see it, but you can feel it or think about it. These are usually ideas, feelings, qualities, or concepts. Words like love, anger, beauty, courage, and knowledge are all abstract nouns. They exist in our minds and hearts, but not as physical objects. Next, we have collective nouns. A collective noun is a special word that refers to a group of people or things as a single unit. Even though the group is made up of multiple members, the noun itself is singular. For example, we say team, family, class, crowd, or group. You might say, the team is playing well, treating the team as one entity. Or, my family is big, referring to all the members as a single unit. It's a very efficient way to talk about groups. Finally, let's look at possessive nouns. A possessive noun shows ownership or belonging. It tells us that something belongs to someone or something. We typically form possessive nouns by adding an apostrophe and an S to the noun. For example, John's book means the book that belongs to John. Other examples are the girl's bag or the student's classroom. The apostrophe is the key signal here. It's a simple but powerful tool to show relationships between nouns. So, we've learned about all these different types of nouns, but how do they actually work in sentences? Let's see them in action. Nouns can play different roles, but 2 of the most common are the subject and the object of a sentence. The subject is the person or thing performing the action, while the object is the person or thing receiving the action. Consider this sentence. The boy is playing in the park. Here, boy is the subject. He is the one doing the playing. Park is also a noun, functioning as the object of the preposition in. Here's another one. My mother bought a new phone. In this sentence, mother is the subject. She is the one who did the buying. And what did she buy? A new phone. So, phone is the direct object of the verb bought. Let's look at one with an abstract noun. Happiness is important in life. Happiness is the subject of the sentence, and life is another noun. See how nouns are everywhere? So why is it so crucial to understand nouns? Well, nouns are the core of our communication. They answer the fundamental questions of who, what, and where. Think about it. Without nouns, we wouldn't be able to name anything. Our sentences would be empty and meaningless. We couldn't say who did something, what they used, or where they did it. A solid understanding of nouns is the first major step toward mastering English grammar. It makes learning about verbs, adjectives, and other parts of speech so much easier. All right, let's do a quick review of everything we've covered today. First, a noun is a naming word for a person, place, thing, or idea. We then explored 8 important types of nouns. Common nouns, which are general names like city, proper nouns, which are specific names like Yangon, countable nouns, which you can count like apple, uncountable nouns, which you can't count individually like water, concrete nouns, which you can sense like table, abstract nouns, which are ideas like love, collective nouns, which represent a group like team, and possessive nouns, which show ownership like John's. By identifying and using these different types of nouns correctly, you can make your English sound much more natural and precise. And that's a wrap for our comprehensive lesson on nouns. I hope you found this breakdown helpful and that you now feel more confident about this essential part of speech. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English lessons. Your support helps us create more content for learners just like you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.